Hello, everyone. This is Jay from Live to Love Tarot. I've been doing this new spread for some of my clients called What Needs to Happen for My Soulmate to Return to Me. And I felt I would share it with you guys. So this read may not resonate with all, so take what works. Also, I have a tendency of saying he or him in regards to the other person. No, the roles can reverse. So I wanted to start with getting some cards from the Soul Oracle for the past. The past, how the relationship was in the past, how you felt about this person in the past, and how this person felt about you in the past. So the relationship happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So that is the overall energy of the relationship in the past. You trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And this is how you felt towards the relationship in the past. And then the other person, love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is how this other person in this connection felt about you in the past. So let's start with happiness, okay? I feel when with this card, you both were really happy in this relationship. It was one of those instant connections. Whenever I get this card, the message I get is instant connection, where you both felt that this was the one, your soulmate, the one you would love forever. So let's move on. How you felt about this person in the past. We get the trust card. I feel the message I'm getting is you trusted in this person completely. And I get that this was probably the first person you ever trusted this deeply. You really felt that you could tell this person all your secrets. You felt like this was a person that would make your dreams come true. Okay, so let's see how this person felt for you in the past. Love. When I get this card as a past feeling, I usually get this as someone that is obsessively in love. I mean, a person that was so deeply in love, they thought about the other person every day. So I feel like in the past, there was definitely a strong connection. I mean, you both together were happy. You trusted this person, and this person loved you completely. So why the breakup? What caused the breakup? I mean, if you both, you trusted this person, two things you have to have is trust and love, and you both were happy together. What caused the breakup? Well, let's find out. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot because it's good about getting into the headspace of a person, just into the deepness of it. So I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot. We're going to find out exactly what caused the breakup in this connection. So we have disruption, spiritual union, temptation, trapped in fear, deception and envy, rejoice and celebration. I'm just going to keep drawing until I'm told to stop. Shadow. Yeah, I think that's enough. All right. So what caused this breakup? All right. And because I see this here, and remember when I was saying this person was obsessively in love, I feel like this person broke things up, okay? And I feel like with the Tower and spiritual union, this person broke this off like suddenly and impulsively, like you didn't know it was coming. And I feel like a lot of it was because they were obsessively in love with you. And with the devil, it's telling me they were almost addicted. You know, they felt addicted to you. They felt a weakness when it came to you and didn't want to feel that way anymore. I mean, they didn't like feeling um, out of control, not in control of their emotions or their thoughts. They just felt like it was like an addiction, you know? Um, and it trapped them in fear. They just really didn't. But I feel like this person really was afraid, you know, looking at this, that even if they broke up with you, that they would be easily drawn back. I feel like they did block you, they ghosted you, they blocked you from social media, from their phone, from any contact, but they still like felt, and this is their problem, not your problem. They just felt like this was such an intense connection that they had to do something, that they went to the extent of self-sabotaging their self even more, even further, by bringing, you know, self-sabotaging, okay, by bringing a third party in. You know, they wanted to make sure that they did something that would trigger you, that would trigger you from not coming back. And I feel like, and this is terrible. I mean, I don't feel like this person was in their right mind and knew what to do. They just knew that the way that they felt for you was so deep, and this connection was so intense, and they were so obsessed with it that they almost self-sabotaged themselves by pulling on your worst triggers. They broke your trust. Something, I feel like, in a past connection, past relationship, you might have revealed to them that, you know, your worst fear was for someone to block you out, was for someone to cheat on you. So they took the one thing that you held the highest, your trust for them, and they destroyed it. They destroyed it. They self-sabotaged themselves to make sure. I mean, knowing it was a trigger for you, I'm just telling you, they knew this was a trigger for you. They did it so that you would not reach out to them. You would never contact them again. It's almost like they wanted you to hate them because of their addiction to you. It's very strange, isn't it? It's very sad. So the breakup was all of a sudden, you may not even have known it was coming. You were ghosted. It was just, this person went from love to hate in 2.5 seconds. And to make matters worse, they basically humiliated you, triggered you by creating your worst fears and bringing a third party in and letting you know that. So, yeah, which this is what the shadow card is. To me, the shadow represents this person purposely triggering you. And it sounds awful, but I don't think, I'm not sticking up for this person. I just think this person was so trapped in their head in what they were going through. And as selfish as it sounded, they were in a state of fear that they just did what they thought was almost natural to do. It's sad, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see now. The next thing I normally ask is how you feel for them now and how do they feel for you now. Let's see how, and I'm going to use tarot. How do you feel towards this person in this present state? We have the Five of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Ten of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the Three of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Sadness is what I'm getting. I mean, I feel like you forgave this person for what they did in the past to you, but there's still a sadness burdening you. You feel loss and grief. You feel, I think a lot of it is that this person had to purposely trigger you. You know, I don't think it was the breakup that hurt you as much as what this person had to do afterwards. You know, that this person had to, grab your deepest fears, your deepest triggers and relationships and burden them, burden you with them to purposely break your heart. So I feel like the loss and grief isn't from this person ending the connection. It was more of the after things that they did that was unnecessary. You feel a lot of loss and grief because they had to go to those extremes to purposely hurt you for no reason when they could have simply been honest and say, hey, I don't want this connection anymore. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, I completely agree with you on that one. There was no reason for the after effect. So let's see how they feel about you now. We have the Ten of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have the Strength card, Leo. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Karma. I knew that was coming up. And Nine of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So how do they feel about for you now? They miss you. I mean, they still feel that they miss you. They feel defeated on what they did to you. They still, feel you deeply in their heart. I mean, like I said, I think they went through some karma over it that woke them up. I mean, they definitely went through some karma that woke them up to how much that you mean to them. And I feel like it also woke them up to what they had done to you. And now they have so much regret over the pain they brought in your life. I feel like this person is constantly belittling themselves for what they did to you. I mean, this person, and I know, like, people are like, why would they do that? That's just hateful. I get this feeling like this person was almost programmed from the past to be this hateful way whenever breaking up. I mean, I feel like this person was carrying some past issues, and this is the way that they deal with things when they need to get away from them. I know that sounds awful. So let's move this up. I'm trying to keep everything organized in order because there's a lot of cards. So let's see next. What needs to happen? I mean, the question is, what really needs to happen for this union to come back together? I mean, that's the main topic of this read now that we've gotten into the gist of, the back, past, and present situation. What needs to happen for this connection to reconnect? What needs to happen? And I'm going to pull these cards out now because I just want room for you, because this is the most important part. What do you need to do for this connection to reconnect? Let's start with you. We have the World card, the Fool card, the Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Temperance. Look at that. 4 major arcana. So this is some serious business that you got out of, or 3 out of 4 cards. So what you need to do, what is it that you need to do to make this union come back together? Okay. The World card is telling me you need to complete this cycle of the past with this love of, letting go of the loss and grief in this connection. In order to start a new beginning, you have to let go of what you're still hanging on. And even though it's just sadness, it's still something. So you need to complete that cycle, let go, and move towards a new beginning. When you do that, I feel that, you're not even, because you're holding on to that loss and grief for this person, because you're hurting for this person, you're almost sending this person that kind of vibe. And that's not what you want to do. I mean, you want to complete that cycle, start over, and take advantage of a new opportunity to send not only inner harmony and peace to this person, but to find inner harmony, peace for yourself, which is most important. To balance yourself so that you can live life in a happy and comfortable way, in a stable way. So what does this person need to do for this connection to come back together? We have the Tower, 6 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Justice, 6 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is an unbelievable read. This is pretty heavy. I mean, this is some heavy energy. I feel like this person has gone through a Tower moment. I mean, they've been forced to face the destruction they have caused in the past. Where is it? That was this. That's karma that got them. When we see this card, that's karma, that's judgment. Judgment day came for them. Universe will always, karma comes right back. So when someone does something really wrong, trust in the universe that they will feel this. And they either learn from it or they don't. So I feel like, this person has been forced by karma, by the universe, to face the destruction they have done in the past and understand, this is what I'm getting, because this is my ego card, understand the difference between ego and Ace of Cups, which is self-love. So this person, I feel, needed to learn some boundaries, needed to really know the correct way of what it is to have a boundary when you're using your ego and when you're using love. Okay, a lot of people misconstrue the difference between the two. They think, we're taught to love ourselves, to take care of ourselves, and that is true. But there is a fine line between taking care of yourself with compassion and using your ego to feel over people. Ego boundaries, to me, are created with lack of compassion and done in ways to degrade the self-worth of another person. And that's not what self-love is. Self-love is creating boundaries to protect yourself, but these boundaries are created with compassion and love, not degrading the self-worth of another, not smashing someone's integrity, not smashing someone's heart. I mean, people will hurt at your decisions, but never should you purposely hurt someone like this person did to you. Like, by bringing a third party in, by triggering you, by ghosting you, by, they showed you lack of self-worth. They showed you lack of respect, which can really kill somebody's self-worth. It can really make someone um, not self-love. So I think this person understands this now, that the difference between ego and self-loving. And I feel like this person is ready to come forward and right their wrongs and apologize for what they did to you. I don't know why, but I just have I feel that this person had to go through this tower moment, had to really have everything taken down and taken away from them and shoved into their face so that they could understand not only who they are, but what they did. And now I feel, because they understand, they know they need to right their wrongs and apologize to you for what they did. And I do feel like they know this apology needs to come straight from the heart, and I feel like it will. And when this person does this, I think not only will it release this person of the guilt I feel they've been carrying since they did this, but help you to find your balance, your inner harmony and peace. Even though that's something you should be doing yourself, I do feel that this will help you move along a lot better. So I do feel, in order for this, you know, connection to reconnect, this all has to happen. You have to let go. This person has to self-love and come through and apologize for all they've done. And if this happens, I think this connection has a chance at reconnecting. So I hope this read helped you, and I thank you for stopping by. And as always, go with love and peace.